Hello and welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey. I'll be guiding you through this relax and unwind practice today. For your practice, you may want to have a yoga block nearby, but it's optional. If you don't have a yoga block, you can always substitute it with a pillow or a stack of books, whatever you have available nearby. So you can go ahead and get ready whatever you need, and I'll meet you on your back in Shavasana to begin your practice. Take a few moments to land on your back in your Shavasana. Setting your arms and legs wide away from your body. Making any adjustments you need to find comfort here on your back. Take a few long, slow breaths in and out through your nose. As you begin to connect with your practice, letting go of any distractions from your week. Instead, turning your awareness to the breath and simply noticing the gentle rise and fall of your body with every breath. Start to awaken the body by wiggling fingers and toes. Find some gentle rotations through the wrists and the ankles in both directions. Slide your feet together at the bottom of your mat. Draw the knees in towards your chest, interlacing your fingers around them. Grow long through your back body. Send your pelvis, your tailbone into the mat as you hug your knees in close. You can take a gentle rock from side to side, massaging your low back. Find stillness in the center. Let the sole of your left foot find the floor. Reach the right foot up towards the ceiling, interlace your fingers behind the right thigh. Direct your right hip away from your shoulders down into the mat as you apply gentle pressure to the back of the thigh, looking for a stretch up the hamstring, maybe even into the calf muscle higher up the leg. A deep flex in the right ankle, draw your toes towards your face. Always use a yoga strap if you happen to have one, a towel, just anything you might have nearby to add length to your arms if the back of your thigh is not accessible. You can hold stillness here in this position, or you can start to take some gentle rotations through the right ankle, pointing and flexing the toes. Circling the opposite direction, moving slowly, really watching that circular motion for any sharp edges. When the circle becomes more jagged, those areas of tension. Next time the ankle is flexed, pause there. Take one more breath. Maybe you're able to find a little more depth. And then turn the toes to face the right side of the room. Bend the right knee, bring the pinky toe edge of your right foot to land on the left thigh. Creating a figure four shape with your legs. Root down through your left hip. Start to direct the right knee away from the hip and towards the back of the mat. Even your weight out from left to right hip. If you're still not feeling a stretch, option to draw the left knee in towards you. Take hold of the back of the left thigh. Another option here is to Bring the left foot to rest on a yoga block if you have one, just to allow your arms to rest softly at your sides. Draw your left hip slightly away from your shoulders as you press down firm through the right hip. As much as you draw the left knee in, the right knee continues to reach away from your shoulders. Lower your left foot onto the floor. Let the right foot join it. Take a gentle rock from side to side with the knees. Find stillness in the center. Left foot this time is going to reach up towards the sky. You can interlace your fingers behind the left thigh. Maybe taking the opposite grip with your fingers, the more awkward feeling grip. Find length up your left side body, left toes draw towards your face. You can have as much or as little bend in the left knee as you need, as long as you're feeling that stretch up the back of your left thigh. Choose stillness, or if you took circles on the opposite side, make sure to take them here, pointing and flexing through the left ankle, getting out any creaks or cracks that may have developed in the joints. Circle the opposite direction. Pause with a flexed ankle, toes drawn towards your face. One more big breath here, maybe find a little more depth. Left toes will point to the left side of the room, bend at the left knee. Bring the pinky toe edge of the left foot to land on the right thigh. Square up your hips, equal distance from your shoulders. Ground down through the right hip as you direct the left knee up and away from the left hip. Watching for any pain or discomfort in the knee joint, please come out. Keep a deep flex in the left ankle, toes are drawn towards the left shin. The option here to draw the right knee in towards you without shifting that left hip. You can hold on to the back of the right thigh, or maybe even the right shin if you're not quite feeling the stretch yet. Option to place the right foot onto a block if you'd prefer to rest your arms at your sides. Just take notice if you're starting to lift your tailbone up off of the floor, coming into a cat-like back. Can you lengthen through the spine, press your tailbone away from the top of the head and down into your mat as the right knee continues to hug in and the left knee reaches away from the shoulder. One more big breath here. Slowly release, lowering the right foot onto the mat. Let the left foot join it. Gentle rock from side to side. Land in the center, bring your right arm up overhead. Roll over onto your right side body. Take one big breath here on your side. Let it go. We'll come to rise up into a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall, shoulders are over the hips, long neck. We'll move through a few seated cat and cows. So with a big breath in, we're going to send the tailbone back behind you. Draw your heart forward, lift up, gaze comes up. Exhale, rounded spine, tuck your tailbone, gaze to your belly button. Inhale, tailbone reaches back, heart comes forward, gaze comes up. Exhale for cat, rounded spine. Hollow out your chest as you gaze to the belly. Big breath in, cow like that. Exhale for cat. 2 more. Land in the center. We're going to extend the legs long out in front. Give the legs a little bit of a wiggle. Lift your hips up, slide your glutes out from beneath you to allow you to sit a little bit taller. Deep flex in the ankles, draw the toes towards your face. We're going to bend through the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot onto the floor. Take the right hand onto the right knee, left hand is reaching for the right foot. We're going to just pick the right foot up. Start to draw it towards the left. Really watch for any pinching or pain in the knee. You never want to go past that point of sensation. You can keep the right hand on the knee, or if you have space in your body to do so, you can rest it in the bend of your elbow. Left hand's going to hold on to the left foot, or you can place that into the opposite elbow. So again, different variations depending on your body, but it's okay to just use your hands on either of those points. Stay sitting up tall. Think about lifting your belly button above your shin without lowering the heel. Obviously, it goes without saying that your belly button does not have to be higher than your shin. It's just lengthening up through your body. We'll start to take gentle rocking motion side to side with your leg. As if you're rocking a baby here. Moving slowly, moving mindfully. As you take this motion, you're going to feel your body naturally try to move into a cat-like back. Try to stay sitting up as tall as you can. Next time you come through center, pause here. Lower the right heel onto the left thigh. The right pinky toe edge lands on the thigh as well, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. The right knee is probably going to hover a little bit above the ground. Ground down through the left hip. Direct the knee down towards the floor, but it does not have to touch. Keep the sole of your right foot facing the left side of the room. It's not tipping up towards the sky. Stay sitting nice and tall here. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, start to fold forward over your left leg. Option here if you're feeling discomfort in the right knee, to slide a block or a pillow beneath it, just to create a little more space, a little more support in that knee joint. See if you can keep a relatively straight spine through this fold. So rather than trying to touch your forehead to your shin, think about reaching your belly button beyond the left knee, the heart beyond your ankle. You can have your fingertips on the floor, or you can have them resting on your leg. Just make sure that you're not gripping or pulling too much. Start to rise back up slowly. Sitting tall. We're going to hold this position for a few breaths. If you're feeling a good stretch, that's great. Stay just as you are with or without the support under your knee. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can start to bend in the left knee, bring the sole of the left foot to the floor. Keeping the left heel in line with the left hip, it's not coming past the midline. Deep flex in the right ankle with the right toes drawn towards the shin. Press firm through your left hip. Just a few more breaths here. And then we'll slowly extend the left leg long if it's not there already. Take the right hand to the outside of the right knee, draw it up through center. This is going to allow the sole of your right foot to find its way onto the floor on the outside of your left leg. So it's as if you're sitting with the legs crossed here, the right knee is pointing up. Left hand or left arm is going to take hold of that right knee, find some length through your back body. Right hand comes behind you, take a twist, gaze over the right shoulder. Every breath in invites a little length, every breath out, maybe you deepen your twist. If the right fingertips can't reach the floor, you can place your block beneath them, or you can simply bring your right hand to your low back. Slowly release, come back through center. Pick up that right foot once again. We're going to open that right knee up. Bring the sole of the right foot to now rest on the inside of the left leg. So we still have that kind of figure four shape with the legs, but the sole of the foot is on the inside of the leg, and the pinky toe edge is resting on the mat. From that position, start to bring a little bit of weight into the right hip. Bend the left knee, draw the left heel towards the left hip. So now you have both of your legs bent. The soles of the feet are pointing over to the left and a little bit back behind you. As you sit in this kind of 90-90 position, we're going to inhale, reach up. On the exhale, right fingertips come onto the mat, left fingertips are reaching up and over to the right. Press the left hip firmly down towards the mat. Creating as much length as you can up the left side body, drawing those lower left ribs up towards the sky. Start to slowly release this by turning your heart to face the right knee. Bring the left hand to frame the right knee. If this is a little too much, you can bring both hands towards the front of your mat. Otherwise, we're going to frame the right knee, long spine. Maybe you can start to walk your fingertips forward, drawing your heart a little bit closer down towards the earth, towards resting on the right knee. You can bring the forearms onto the floor or onto your block. Maybe you're able to lower all the way down towards the ground. And as you settle into the pose, you might be able to walk your entire upper body a little bit more to the right, so that's your left ribs coming to rest on the right knee. Again, always different variations, so you can be down low to the earth. You can come up onto forearms or onto your hands. Either variation is going to be beneficial to your body. Never feel that you have to go beyond any points of sensation to get a certain image or position for each pose. Some bodies are not designed to go lower. There's different tissues and muscles in the way. It doesn't necessarily have to do with flexibility. And Whichever variation you choose, see if you can keep an open heart and open chest. And if you are all the way down, start to rise back up onto your hands. Walk the hands back towards the center. Rise up. Bring your hands behind you. We're going to tip over onto the soles of the feet so that you're in a little bit of a wide leg position. And then just take a gentle sway from side to side with the knees. You can get there however you get there, so if a different transition works better for you, you do what needs to be done for your body. Find your center and extend your legs long to the bottom of your mat. Give your legs a little bit of a wiggle. Lift your hips up, slide your glutes from beneath you if that helps to sit up tall as we prepare for the second side. Take hold of the left knee, bring the sole of the left foot onto your mat. With the left hand on the left knee, the right hand takes hold of the left foot, starts to lift it up and bring it over towards the right. Again, option to just stay with your hands holding in position, or if you have space, you can place the left elbow under the left knee rather, and take hold of the foot with your elbow, or choose to use your hands. Whatever your position is, lift the heel as high as you can. Start to do gentle rocking motion side to side while sitting up tall. Just finding a little bit of movement through the left hip. So it doesn't matter how high you're holding the leg, how parallel to the ground. Just as long as you're able to find that side to side motion. Next time you come through center, lower the left foot onto the right thigh. Open your left knee up towards the left and down towards the floor, creating a figure 4 shape with your legs. Option to place your block beneath the left knee for some support. We'll sit up nice and tall, reach up high. Exhale, fold forward over the right leg. Keep your toes drawn towards your face. See if you can draw the right hip away from the right heel without actually moving the heel. You can rest the fingers softly on the floor. You can have the palms facing up. Maybe you take hold of the right leg. Every breath in lengthens, every breath out, maybe you fold a little bit forward. Walk yourself back up. Left hand takes hold of the left knee. Remove the block. And then from here, if you're feeling a nice stretch, stay as you are. Or you can bring the sole of the right foot onto the floor. So again, just adding different layers so that different bodies out there can feel the stretch. For some with the leg extended long, you may not feel any stretch at all. You may have to come up onto the sole of your foot. Really pressing firm down into the mat with your right hip. Keep the left knee reaching away from your shoulders. If the right leg is extended long, you still want that activation with the right hip pressing into the mat. Just work towards directing the left knee down towards the floor without being forceful. And slowly extend the right leg long. From here, left hand's going to draw the left knee through center. Sole of the right foot finds its way down onto the mat on the outside of the right leg. The right hand or the right arm takes hold of the left leg. Lengthen your spine first, reach the left hand behind you. Find your twist by gazing over your left shoulder. Every breath in lengthens. Maybe use your fingertips to press into the ground to lengthen through your spine. Every breath out, using your right hand or right arm, gently deepen your twist. Slowly release, come back through center. We're gonna pick up that left foot again. Bring it over towards the inside of the right thigh. Start to lower it down. So the sole of the left foot is now on the inside of the right leg, creating a 4 shape with the legs. Left knee is pressing down to the ground. You may find it's easier to get it closer to the ground now that the pinky toe edge is resting on the mat instead of the thigh. From here, we're going to shift some weight into the left hip, lifting the right glute. Bend the right knee, slide the right heel towards the right hip, and lower back down. So both knees are bent, the soles of the feet are pointing over to the right and back behind you. And kind of a triangle shape with the legs. Sit up nice and tall. Even out your weight. Big breath in, reach up. On an exhale, left hand comes to the ground. Right fingertips are reaching up and over to the left. See if you can keep your heart open to the room in front of you. It's not collapsing or caving in towards the left knee. Draw your low ribs on the right, the waist of the right up towards the sky, while pressing down through the right hip. One more big breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to soften, start to turn the gaze towards the mat. Maybe releasing the right hand towards the floor, framing the left knee. If that's a little too much, again, you can bring both hands to the inside of that left knee. But if it's space in your body to do so, bring the hands to frame it. Maybe you start to walk forward a little bit with the fingertips, drawing the center of your heart down towards the left knee. At this point, you'll feel the right hip start to lift. That's okay. Maybe you'd like to lower down onto your forearms, or bring your forearms to rest on a block, a pillow, a bolster. Maybe you choose to come all the way down, resting your forehead on stacked fists or the floor. And as you hold this posture, if you have more space, you can start to walk the upper body a little more towards the left so that the right ribs are reaching down towards the knee instead of the center of them. Where can you find softness in this pose? And if you're all the way down, start to come back up onto the palms of your hands, rise up slowly. Walk your hands back through center. You can release your hands behind you for some support. Lift the knees up, taking a wide leg stance. Just do a gentle rock from side to side with the knees. Find your center. With the knees bent, start to lower yourself back down onto the mat. Coming to land on your back. And let the soles of your feet come to touch. The knees open up like a book, creating a diamond shape with the legs. Make any adjustments you need to find a centered position here. Evening out your hips, your shoulders. Get out any fidgets or scratches. Let the soles of the feet support one another as the knees grow heavy, surrendering to gravity's pull. The shoulders tucked beneath you, arms wide at your sides, let the palms face up. Take a long breath in through your nose. And a soft breath out through your nose. Big breath in through your nose. And a soft breath out. Every breath in, fill your belly up towards the sky. Every breath out, soften, surrender to gravity, and let go of all effort. Breath in, belly rise. Breath out, let it go. Hold on to that same slow rhythm of breath. Maybe inviting your eyes to close. You're welcome to choose your end, your practice here in this position. Or if you'd rather, you can extend your legs long to the bottom of your mat, returning to Shavasana. Allowing the legs to spread wide, the ankles to soften, the toes to grow heavy. As the entire body settles into stillness, allowing you the opportunity to really absorb the benefits of your practice. I hope you found this practice today to be helpful. Areas of tension in your body. With such gratitude for you joining me in practice today and always. Namaste.